Hello, Matt Crossfield here. More swings coming at you from my golf app. This is the app where you hit the button at the bottom and send me your swing via camera roll or a live image. This young man has sent me a swing. I'm going to give him some help. He is definitely using the club face and twisting it in a way that's going to make him have to compromise impact in a way where he's going to have to he'll struggle to control the loft he wants to deliver to the ball because of the way he's controlling the club face. Let's show you what I mean. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so let's take a look at his swing here. I've got actually Robert Karlsson's swing next to him because it's a similar, even though the camera angles aren't identical, it'll give you an idea of how the club face is working quite differently. Young man on the left here, so we're just running through. I think he's hitting like a wedge or something here. If we take him back to the start. Now look, if you take the club back and twist the club that way, so people call that open. So as he swings that club back, it's being twisted to point more to the sky. Now if I was to bring that club back down to impact, it's going to point to the right, but I could bring the club back with the handle back and then the face would point more straight. So this is where I struggle with the word open. Open to what? So he has turned the club more skyward as he goes back, but when he comes back to hit the ball, if he presents the handle back and the club forwards, that face isn't open anymore, it's pointing down the target. But look what he's done to the loft. So he's got two options. If he puts that twist in on the way back and then just keeps it in there and delivers the handle and the head in kind of some relationship, the ball is going to go to the right and high because he's added this twist in. Now what he goes on and does, if we follow it through, he gets up to the top of his backswing. You can really see the club face is at the complete wrong angle here. I just pop this down. You can see the club face is it needs to be more parallel with the left arm at this stage where it's nowhere near. Now when he comes down to hit the ball, he tries to recover it. Now look, he doesn't come from the outside. He doesn't try and change direction. He still hits through the ball, but he does what I said. He delivers, look at the flipping through there as he tries to get the head to overtake the handle to get that face to be not open. So we say it's open. When it's not open, I would say maybe he's added more loft. He's twisted the club around the axis of the shaft. Now, you could say it's open, but if I hit the ball with the handle forwards, that's also open and the loft isn't compromised. Or I hit the ball with the toe end down, that face is also open, and the loft hasn't been compromised. So it's how are you opening the face, if you want to call it open, is the bigger question. This is why I call it twisted, because he hasn't opened the face, he has twisted the face. Because the face is always opening. If you imagine the stick here is pointing straight, as I take my backswing, that face is now open to this straight. It's always opening, and then it's always closing. But if you go and put a twist in, you're going to have to put a different torque in to balance that out, and you're going to compromise loft, which as I measure more people with my launch monitor, loft is something they just can't control, which is what this young man's going to struggle with. Look, a few checkpoints for you to try and follow here with your swing. If we take the first parallel here, you've got to work on this club face. If I take Karlsson through to that position, look at this. So his club face here, this is Robert Karlsson and the footage I filmed at the Wales Open. He's more parallel to his shoulders, to his spine angle, sorry. Where if we look at yours, yours is pointing considerably more away from your spine angle. It's the opposite way and up to the sky. Now if we take Karlsson up to the top here, what we'll tend to see is the club face, the leading edge will be parallel to slightly flatter than the left arm. Where if we take you up, oh, if I can actually pause that, let's do that again. There we go. You can see it's not parallel to the left arm because you have put that twist in. That's why I'm calling it twist. Look, checkpoints for you to do. You can use those checkpoints I've given you there from the Karlsson video. Other things you need to be doing, I can't see, is you need to check your video. That twist, you need to check your grip. That twist is normally there because you've got your grip in the wrong place, often weak, so maybe not seeing enough knuckles and the right hand too far over. That encourages you to twist the club. So if you have a weak grip, not enough knuckles, right hand too far over, as you swing it back, encourages you to put that rotation in, that twist of the club around the axis of the shaft. Check your grip. And then once you've got your grip check, loads of great grip videos on YouTube. There's plenty of resources for grip on YouTube, use them. Once you've checked that, you want to think about trying to hit some of these positions that we're seeing from these world-class players. Not all of them, lots of them don't hit them. So there's Carlsen coming in to hit the ball. Club face is still not far off his spine angle, so he hasn't got any extra twists in there, which is going to allow him to line up through impact. He isn't going to have the handle back or forwards to compensate for any twists. Thanks for sending the swing. Hope that helps. Interesting one there. I know people will get the comments around the open club face comment. People really struggle with, and unexpected comments. It's great. You comment away. If you can get your head, when I get my students around the concept that you've twisted it and forget the word open so much, it makes a lot more sense of what they're trying to do at delivery, and then it makes a lot more sense of how they might be able to control loft or not. Thanks for watching. Post comments down below. As always, thanks for sending the swing. Thanks for buying the app. Speak to you soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching. Hello, Matt Crossfield here. More swings coming at you from my golf app. This is the app where you hit the button at the bottom and send me your swing via camera roll or a live image. This young man has sent me a swing. I'm going to give him some help. He is definitely using the club face and twisting it in a way that's going to make him have to compromise impact in a way where he's going to have to he'll struggle to control the loft he wants to deliver to the ball because of the way he's controlling the club face. Let's show you what I mean. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so let's take a look at his swing here. I've got actually Robert Carlsen's swing next to him because it's a similar, even though the camera angles aren't identical, it'll give you an idea of how the club face is working quite differently. Young man on the left here, so we're just running through. I think he's hitting like a wedge or something here. If we take him back to the start. Now look, if you take the club back and twist the club that way, so people call that open. So as he swings that club back, it's being twisted to point more to the sky. Now if I was to bring that club back down to impact, it's going to point to the